So I would say probably one of the most common fears throughout all of humanity is the fear of spiders. I don't quite know how we get it. We just kind of like, I don't know if it's more of like a cultural thing or I don't know. I don't know how we get it, but it seems like most of us are afraid of spiders. And every once in a while, you run into that person who's just completely not afraid of spiders. They're usually from Arizona or something like that, and that really intrigues me. And they're just comfortable. Like they'll even like pick up a spider, and with me, I just you'd have to pay me a lot to pick up a spider, and it's just because they're used to it. Like they see these spiders all the time, and while they might be scary at first, they see that they don't actually like hurt them most of the time usually, and that kind of brings the topic of like fear and courage and just kind of getting that initial step out. Like there's so many things, so many fears that it's just really all in our head. And if you take that one courageous like step forward, and like past that fear, most of the times you'll see that it was just irrational, and you're actually better off now. So like some examples. I play Ultimate, so Frisbee, and every once in a while the disc is just a little bit too out of reach, and you have to lay out, like jump horizontally for it, and if you catch it, that's just amazing, right? But laying out is one of the scariest things ever. I have a really hard time doing it because the landing hurts if you do it wrong. But I was reading this article that just the first time you do it, like it's just the scariest thing. But then when you catch the disc, you'll see, oh wow, that didn't hurt as much, or oh wow, I have the disc now. Like the benefits are huge. You can also tie this to asking someone on a date, which is really scary, at least for me. But then once you do it, you're just glad it's done, and then you're like, wow, like that wasn't so bad. And then the next time it gets easier and easier. And my point is that with these fears, they really are irrational, like usually based off of some sort of logic, but most of the time they're just really irrational. And just take that little step, and that little step of courage, and in that little step of courage, you'll be scared out of your mind sometimes, but once it's done, you'll see it's actually better, and you've benefited from it, and you're actually less scared now. Like there's less of that fear controlling you, and so I would just advise you to try that and see what it's like. So yeah, thank you. I know it was taking time. If anyone's taking time. Oh, whoops, I'm at 3 minutes.